My next guest nearly lost his life last summer when a gunman opened fire at the Republican congressional baseball team's practice. After months of surgeries and intensive rehab, he fought his way back and returned to Congress. Louisiana Congressman and author of the new book, Back in the Game, Steve Scalise, joins me now in a Justice exclusive. Well, Congressman, first of all, welcome to Justice.
Thank you, Judge. Great to be with you.
Good. Well, we're thrilled to have you on tonight. You know, we'll get to your book a little later, but, you know, now you are in the next session of Congress, you're going to be holding a different position. How do you see things playing out in the next congressional session?
Well, you know, we still are going to fight for the things that we believe are going to get this country back on track. We're already seeing such a great economy because we worked with President Trump to cut taxes for every single American. And if you're a hardworking family out there seeing more money in your paycheck, you sure don't want to see Nancy Pelosi take that away. So, you know, I want to see us make sure that we fight to protect the gains that we've made, keep this economy growing, and keep fighting for the hardworking people who elected us.
All right. And, you know, when the Democrats were the minority, Congressman, I mean, their whole idea was obstruct, resist, don't do anything. Even when it came to things like tax reform, tax cuts for the American people, they obstructed and resisted. I mean, what makes you think that you should go back and work with them, given what they accomplished or did to you when you were the whip?
Well, you know, you've seen a lot of what Nancy Pelosi's been talking about, and a lot of her liberal lieutenants, they're talking about exactly that right now, about more obstruction, about trying to just harass and subpoena and maybe even impeach the president. But, Judge, when I was out in a lot of those swing districts, the districts that went from Republican to Democrat that ultimately flipped the House, those candidates were not talking about harassing the president. They were talking about a lot of the things that we worked on. And so it's going to be interesting to see. Are they going to join up with Nancy Pelosi after their election and be a part of that resist movement? If so, it's going to be, I think it's going to be a real tough year for them in 2020 because that's not what they were elected on. But we're going to, look, we're going to fight to defend the gains we made. And if they want to harass the administration and the president, we're going to be stopping them using every tool we have. But in the end, that's going to be Nancy Pelosi's decision to see which way she wants to go. But we're going to be there to fight her if she goes the wrong way or tries to reverse any gains we made.
Congressman, and what do you think about the Florida recount and all the hoopla down there in Broward and Palm Beach counties? I mean, finding all of these ballots after 30 minutes after the election and trying to change the reality of those declared the winners. Of course, now Florida-elect Governor Ron DeSantis is going to join us in a few minutes. But, you know, the way they play seems to be rather different from the way you guys play. They fight to win, as Mark Elias said so clearly. What do we fight to do?
Well, Judge, they don't just fight to win. They literally will go around the rules. And what you're seeing right now, they're not trying to count every vote. You know, they use that mantra. But if you voted legally in Florida and then all of a sudden 10,000 votes just show up from under somebody's mattress, and it just so happens to be for a candidate different than the one you voted for, then they're trying to steal your vote. And voter theft is something that is against the law. And so obviously both teams have attorneys down there, as they should, to try to stop theft from occurring. But it's just surprising when you see the same county, Broward County, they've had a history of not being able to get this right. But I'm glad Ron DeSantis is down there with his team. Matt Gaetz and I talk a lot about this, what he's doing to make sure the law is being followed. So we have our own folks making sure that they're not going to steal this election.
And Brenda Snipes says, you know, the court has no role in this right now. I mean, you know, you got to wonder about respect for the law. But I want to move on to your book. In your book, you talk about what happened to you. Was there ever a period of time, Congressman, when you said, you know what, I got shot. I almost died several times as a result of this injury. Did you ever think about not coming back and just, you know, hanging up a shingle somewhere and doing something else?
Well, I mean, Judge, you know, clearly the opportunities would have been there, but I love this country. I love the job that I have, the ability that I have to work with this president to get this country back on track. And, you know, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to recover from my injuries, and that would have been the only thing that would have kept me back. But it was one of the things that motivated me to fight to get back. And I talk about this a lot in the book. And back in the game, the book I wrote about the miracles that happened along the way, the heroes that saved my life and helped me to be able to recover, but just what the motivations were, why I wanted to fight so hard to get back, to be able to be a part of some of the things that we were able to do historically over this last year, including the tax cut bill, which was just something special to work on, working with President Trump, working with Chairman Kevin Brady and the rest of our team to do something that's truly transformed this country and the economy.
You certainly have, and you have impressed so many people along the way. Congressman Steve Scalise, thanks so much for being with us this evening.
Judge, great being with you.